But what an end to the season we are going to have now. Right, okay, so it is Thursday today, and I'm at the track, as you can see. So we have just run the fitness test to practice in terms of if I can do it, which I can, bonus. But the footage of this will come out. We're doing a whole footage and series of it. I don't know if it's out yet, because obviously I'm a few vlogs ahead of myself. But so far, so good. That's been the training this week, you know, preparing for this, cycling to work. It's been quite an easy week. And obviously I'm running the line on Saturday at Three Bridges, final regular game of the season, which I'm looking forward to, out with Kieran again, which will be nice. So obviously the fitness test was good. It feels good that I can do it. Takes the pressure off season a bit. It means I can take my 2-week break. But yeah, so far the week has gone well. It's another scorching week as well, which is lovely. So I will catch you guys tomorrow for a quick chat about match day -1, about what I plan on doing. It's nothing too heavy, as always, probably a speed session, depending on how I feel after this. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for match day -1. Good evening, everyone. So it is Friday, meaning it's match day -1. I have done shoulders today. So I'm glad I only did shoulders today, because usually I would have done, if I'm on the line, a slightly heavier session on the legs, in terms of I would have done a double in terms of running. But I can't do that now because Kieran, unfortunately, has a calf injury. So he's pulled off the game, and now I'm in the middle. So that's great news. For me, obviously, bad news for him, and I'm gutted, because I like going out with Kieran's a good referee. But what an end to the season we are going to have now. An Ishmael League, so obviously a step up again, as well as a Peter Bentley Cup final. So I'm unbelievably buzzing now. It's great. It's what a way to end the season. It's just the best possible way. It's put a real smile on my face. I'm buzzing. My mates are buzzing. I'm really looking forward to being out on the green stuff tomorrow now, and just getting the job done. So join me for tomorrow for the final match day of the regular season. It happens to be in Ishmael Middle, so that's absolutely smash it tomorrow. And I look forward to seeing you there. So please like and subscribe as well while you're here for this last regular season game. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. So it is match day. The time is 9:30. I'm up and ready to go. As you can see, I'm slightly, I'm buzzing. I'm ready to go. I really want to get this game going. The nerves are starting to kick in, as expected, due to the fact that, it's a step up, and yeah, it's a step up, and you never know if you're ready to do it until you've done it. But I've luckily done 2 of these games already, the exact same fixture 6 months ago. So, I feel ready. I feel like I've just got to go out and smash it. Unfortunately, I'm not with any of my close mates today, which is a bit of a shame, because I was luckily with one of my best mates on the last game. But yeah, we're just going to go out and go for a pre-match walk. Then I believe pre-match is going to be beans on toast with some cheese and egg, the nice stuff, and then it's out for dinner with my mates after the game as well. So that'll be class. It's all about staying calm today. I believe in myself. I believe in my team. We've just got to go out and smash it. So let's end the season on a high, and join me for the day. Back from my pre-match walk, and I'm just going to pack up the kit now. So I'm just going to run you through it. I don't think there's too many, if any, new sort of additions to the kit. But obviously, it's slightly different for a different league. So this is the kit today. So we got undershirt, Samoa top, because we're on the Ishmael League. Shorts, socks, undershorts, warm-up top. Then my new nice warm-up top. Bag. RefSIX buzzer flags. Under socks, towel. Obviously the boots if we're refereeing today. Wash bag. Tablets, chewing gum, which is new, and squashies for the assistants, box of tricks, long sleeve Under Armour just in case. I think that's it. Flip-flops are down there, and my second pair of boots and bag are in there. So it's a very similar kit as always, just making sure that everything stays the same, packing it all the right things. It's a bit of a nightmare, making sure that everything's here, but better to be prepared than get to the ground, which is about an hour away, and be like, oh, I've left something, and that is a disaster. So I'm going to pack this stuff up and then start making my pre-match meal. So let's go. Okay, so it is pretty much meal time, and I have got avocados on toast. So obviously we were thinking about beans, but mum and dad have said there was avocado in the fridge and you can't turn that down really. So just gonna eat this up. It's nice and carb heavy, healthy fats as well, which should keep me fueled up. Obviously got the sweets and my energy tablet and energy gel. That will keep me going for the rest of the day. Plenty of water as well. And then obviously out for dinner this evening, which is a nice treat. So I'm just gonna eat this up and then get changed, and I've got to go in about 15 minutes. So cutting it fine, but I think I'd rather eat this later because I'm leaving earlier. And that's my thought process anyway. So yeah, I'll catch you guys probably just before I leave. We're all ready to go now. I've got my FA tracksuit training top on. My mid layer is just down there that I'm gonna take because it's a nice day, so I don't really want to be wearing it in the car and sweating one out. My pre-match playlist is here as always, but next week I'm gonna ask you guys to add me or send me some songs. I might put a little Instagram post up about what you guys are gonna send me for the final, and then I'm gonna add them to the playlist and then add a little playlist on Spotify so you guys can listen to it too. So the nerves are starting to set in a little bit, but I sort of feel ready for this level or this game really. It's the end of season. Both teams don't have anything to play for as far as I'm aware, so hopefully we just have a nice end of season game. I'm not looking to go all guns blazing, and I'm sure they're not looking for that either. So I'm hopefully just going to go out and enjoy it, shake off some nerves in the first 5 minutes, but I will catch you guys at the ground. Right, so I am done with the game. I've popped up around the corner just to have a chat. I think the game went well. I'm very happy with how it went. In terms of, it was a bit of a gritty game. Luckily, I know there was a bit of a dead rubber, we call them. So that means where both teams have got nothing to play for at the end of the season. Burgess Hill can't go up nor get relegated. And the same with Three Bridges. But because it was a local derby, it had a little bit of a bite to it, which I enjoyed. I thought I managed the game well. I probably allow quite a physical game in terms of what I think deem as a foul and what I don't deem as a foul, which some referees may like, some referees may not. Some referees may allow and some referees don't. I probably have a slightly higher tolerance level, which means bigger tackles go in later on in the game, which I'm very aware of in all seriousness. So we had a bit of a contentious first goal. So the first goal happened when the keeper made a mistake and then basically dropped the ball. And as the ball was bouncing, after he dropped it, a player poked it in and he was like, I had two hands on it, even though he completely fumbled it. And funny enough, he was the only one complaining and all the other players were like, are you serious? Like, you've completely killed us here. What can I do there? Just other than telling him, like, you're the only one in this whole stadium that doesn't believe that you've made a mistake and it's my fault. So let's get real here. But other than that, one yellow card today. One of the comments actually, which I thought was quite good, was from one of the fans in the bar after. He said, I let the game go when I needed to, and then I pulled it back in when I needed to, which shows that I was alert the whole time. My REFSIX stats are here. As you can see, I only ran 9k, but quite narrow. I'm not in those sort of bottom corners that I'm normally in. If we compare it to, say, New Haven, which I'll put here, where you can see I'm sort of all around and everywhere, and obviously a lower distance covered. But I felt confident out there, which was a really, really good thing. Obviously, doing the step up, you can sort of struggle with a little bit of imposter syndrome, being like, am I ready? Can I do it? And the answer, I tick those boxes, yeah, I can. A lot of people ask me to, like, yeah, I did really well today, not knowing that I wasn't level 3. Even, you know, they were like, when the game got tough, the players respected me, most of them anyway. But that, obviously, you come with expectations. The atmosphere was buzzing, and I find it easier to deal with a bigger crowd in the middle than I do on the line, which is quite interesting. Maybe it's worth seeing a sports psych about that and seeing if there's any particular reason why, or, you know, like unlocking these questions to improve, really, because if you feel like the crowd gets to you too quickly, then you need to figure out why, and that's important. So luckily, I've quickly done my pre-match on my phone because I'm going out for dinner today. So like I said, I promised from January, everything gets done on the day. So I've already done it, confirmed it on my ass, done my match return within, I don't know, 28 minutes of me finishing the game. Because basically what happens is my girlfriend comes tomorrow from Ireland. So it's going to be difficult for me to remember. I'm going out for a few drinks tonight, or a burger and a drink tonight, and then I've got to pick my girlfriend up first thing in the morning. So my schedule is a bit all over the place. So knowing me, I'll end up forgetting. So it's all done, like we said and promised. It gets done on the day. So like I said, the rest of my evening is now to go out and get a burger, celebrate the small victories as well. I've had a good game. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to go celebrate with my mates that are referees as well. One's coming from Sutton Common, one's coming from Hastings, another one's coming from Barking. So one middle, two lines. So it'd be nice to catch up with the boys. And yeah, I'm going to go for a recovery run tomorrow, and I'll probably catch up with you then after I've spoken to my coach and had my recovery run. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow after I've and we got sent the match footage by the club, which is nice. I did bring my video, but they said that they had one and they were going to send it to me, save me faffing about, which was nice of them. So they've sent me the footage. So I look forward to deep diving into that maybe tomorrow. Today it's just about chilling out. I think, you know, decompress everything. Otherwise you just end up too involved, and sometimes taking a step back, letting everything go a day, and then looking at it from a fresh perspective, because obviously I probably think that I'm quite good at the moment in terms of refereeing after getting through yesterday. So don't want to be going into an analysis session, try and say that 10 times, you know, toot my own horn and be like, oh, I'm class, when I need that fresh perspective to get going, really, and look at the both positives and negative. So that's the day basically in a nutshell. The time is 9:15, so I got up early, and as Gary Neville says, attacked the day. But yeah, so far so good. I'm very happy. I may not look it, but I have just run. But yeah, I am very happy, and I will catch you guys at my analysis session. It will probably be Monday. So yeah, see you then. Okay, so it's time to analyse the Three Bridges Burgess Hill game, that obviously the Ishmael game that I did in the middle. So very much looking forward to going through this one. I got the footage from the club, but obviously I can't download it from VO, so I'm having to use it on VO. So I've scanned through it, looked at my REFSIX sort of match log here, and be like, okay, here are the players that came on and came off, and I only had one yellow card, so that's fine. But I want to run through my stats. As you can see, the heat map, or we'll start here actually, 9.27k, which is roughly lower than what I run in the county league. It was an end of season game. I didn't feel like I needed to do too much. I ran more in the second half. I felt that just because the game picked up a little bit. There was 2 goals in the second half, 21 in the first half, and it got a little bit cagey, so I had to be ready on and off from the start, really, in the second half. Quite a low first half. If we look at my heat map, for overall we can see quite central, but in the right areas, almost box to box. I've looked at the footage, and over here, this is where I stand from goal kicks. So if the keeper takes the ball here, I stand here. So that makes sense, because I always looked and was like, should I be standing out there? But the answer is, that's where I stand for goal kicks. I like to have a nice wide angle of every player, and if the goal kick is taken here, I stand here. So similarly, the goal kick is taken here, I'm standing here, and if the goal kick is taken on this side, I'm standing in and around here. So that sort of makes sense. But if we break it down into the first half, you can see the ball was quite in the middle and very much in this half here. Who was attacking this end first? Burgess Hill. were attacking this half first, and as you can see, they were quite dominant and not too much in their defensive half. So we can see that it was quite a one-sided first half, and in the second half, again, we can see it was very much the same in terms of one-sided. I ended up having to come down the right a little bit more. That's where Burgess Hill liked to attack. Not hardly anything down this side, which is quite interesting actually. I can picture being down here for a couple of free kicks that I had to mark out, and there was an injury down here as well. So that's why that's positioned there. In terms of yellow cards, it was just one on the 68th minute, as we can see. And sprints, let's have a look. So if we look at not too many sprints this week. This one's a little bit random, but I don't really know why that is that. This is probably running back to the halfway line. This is a nice one. Running back to the halfway line probably, or on a quick break. This one makes somewhat sense. What half was that? Second half. Interesting. So these are the sort of things we like to do when we're going through the breakdowns. You can see my medium ones, some nice long sweeping ones in the right areas as well. This one is in the right area. Probably not, but the rest of them are all pretty good. And if we got any high sprints this week, first half, second half, one really fast sprint down this side for probably the chances are a quick break. So yeah, questioning why I'm in some of those areas, but you know, without looking at the exact times, which will be a future update at REFSIX, we won't know. It's just all on a bit of gut feel at the moment. But you know, not too many sprints, which makes sense because you know, I didn't run too much, but my heart rate zone was quite high. This could be a contributor of two main factors. One, obviously running around a lot, and two, anxiety. Obviously your heart rate can go up and it'd be in a different heart rate zone if you're anxious. So obviously before the game you suffer with a lot of these questions, not imposter syndrome per se, but a lot of questions like, oh, am I good enough? Can I do this? So we deal with a lot of that. But let's get on to the more fun stuff. So the fun stuff is obviously here. I've obviously had to mark down on this beautiful piece of paper when all the instances are on the exact video time. So if we go to the second goal, which is here, we'll have a look at this because it was somewhat not controversial / controversial. Controversial for one player. So the ball comes in. I think I'm in a good position here to see everything, what's going on. I knew the long ball was coming in, and the keeper, as you can see, again in a good position, but you can also see I'm still on the move. In a good position. The keeper has fumbled it, dropped the ball, and we've put it in. But look where I am when they start appealing. I'm right on top of them, and that's something that my coach has said a lot this year about. You know, the reason that I don't get as much dissent as probably a lot of other referees is because I'm on top of it. And the only person here that gave me dissent was the goalkeeper. Like, this player here, number 7, actually was like, I can't believe my keeper's just done that. And basically dropped it. So that was quite interesting. So if we just go back and watch it again, I'm on the move, which is good movement from me. Keeper's dropped it. You can see it pop up, put it in the back of the net. I didn't deal with too much grief either, so perfect. The next goal, the next thing is 44 minutes. So it was quite a boring first half, to be honest. Nothing really happened. So this is something that happened a lot in this game. It was just a bit gritty. This is what I dealt with a lot, you know, like the just simple pushes like that. Again, this is probably better positioning in the middle of the park, unobstructive, on the move. Like, it's something I wanted to talk about because it's something I've struggled with a lot. I think I've got this spot on, and you know, he doesn't seem too annoyed or angry. This player just wanted to have a go for the sake of having a go, which was quite entertaining, you know. But, you know, and this is the style of football at the Isthmian League now. They play the ball quickly, they get the ball going, so you always have to be prepared for that. They don't want the ceremony free kicks or like on the whistle, please, yeah. They don't want that. They want to put the ball down and play. So we have to be prepared for that. And I think this one actually caught me out if we go backwards. Like, I was going over to mark it out and then had to take a couple of steps back, knowing that that's what they looked like they were going to do. Following on from last week's game at New Haven, 79 minutes in, but this is actually the second half, is advantage, something that you know, we look to play a lot of. Here it is. So the ball comes up again, running into a good position, maybe a little bit too close here. So we'll make this bigger. Maybe a little bit too close to this line. Probably should be heading towards that, because my patrol path should be from this corner, aiming for this here, that lazy S. But you know, it's a good start. It's better. Trying to let play build up in front of me, which is something we've spoken about a lot. And then here, there's the foul. I'm probably a little bit too close, but can see it very nicely. Obviously, this is the area that we've struggled a lot this season. See the foul. Big advantage. Perfect. And then, what a ball to keep the play going. So now I think we're in a different phase of play. The advantage has been played. Hopefully, you're thinking, yeah, what can you do here? And they've got rid of it. And there we go. So it's a nice advantage for me. It's a good... You know, what we into the second half now, I'm clearly back into my flow, if you will. Nerves are sort of probably still a little bit there, because obviously you're always going to be heightened, but I'm sort of refereeing my game again. And that obviously brings the anxiousness down, and you know, you're just sort of like, okay, cool, I'm back. Obviously this happened before. You didn't want me to take almost, what we're looking at, 70 minutes to get into this, but we do what we do. So, this was quite an interesting goal, and something we should always be aware of, because this is a throw-in, and this guy had a monster of a throw. So basically, this throw is almost a set piece. Look, they're almost setting up for a corner. So here I am, knowing it's going to be a long throw, you know, wandering in, working with the players, almost like cricket. If anyone's played cricket, you sort of walk in with the bowler, I'm walking in with the players. Keeping on the move, keeping an eye on the thrower, but knowing full well, look at this now, this is a corner set up, and the throw-in is being taken from over here, so we have to be aware of this. So look, maybe a little bit static, but that's fine. It's a great header, quick rebound, and I was there and ready to go. Point at that, give my thumbs up to the assistant, perfect. But we have to be aware of that. A lot of fullbacks nowadays have good throws on them, so that's just a little tip that if they look like they're going to have a long throw, you don't need to be standing in and around here. Stand where the players are. A lot of them use it like set pieces now. It's mental. So I only gave one yellow card of the game, and I think it's something that we should talk about, even though it doesn't do me any justice. Well, I say justice, it's a bit harsh, but... So it's in the 68th minute. Oh, which is roughly around here. Here we go. But the yellow card comes from a probably mistake from myself. So here we go. I win the ball back. What was it here? Okay, here we go. So, in a good position, let him play build up in front of me, and he's probably pushed him over here, but I've given the handball. So if we look back, they're together. This is where I think people thought the foul was. Oh, you know, looking back at it, when I first saw it, I thought that's a foul. But I don't actually think it is. I think they actually have come together. So I've given the free kick for handball, because he's handballed it and watch. He's picked it up. And now we've got a little bit of argy-bargy here. So it's about, luckily I'm on top of it, so I'm not having to run into it. So that's fine. But this guy here just kicks the ball away. And I know this seems really petty, but I had already spoken to him about this. And I was like, you know, I'm just going to caution you now anyway, because I've already spoken to you. I said if you kick the ball away one more time. So I've gone for this quick yellow card technique, which a lot of people have commented on about why I don't do it. I'm now starting to do it. They go, pull it out quickly. Luckily brought out the right colour. Spoke to him just what, and he was telling me like it's a foul, it's a foul. I said no, I don't think so. I know a lot of people are going to be talking about the footage about this guy and this guy probably looking the same colour. This was a very deep purple, and this was a light purple. This was a very deep blue. So eye to eye, it looks alright on camera. It doesn't look great. You can see, putting in the caution on my watch. Lovely jubbly. What else have we got? 150. So this is obviously the thing you've got to do when using the VO. Obviously, not everyone has the replay tool, but if you do, drop me an email. We're running a beta test at the moment, so let us know what you think. With the game at 1-1 now, it can get a little bit tasty. We've got two players challenging for the ball, rightly so. He's blocking it, keeper comes out. They've both pulled each other down. So we're going to go with the keeper anyway, but here we go. It's just getting a little bit tense. We're up into the 80th minute. It's 1-0 at this point. They both want to win. Both end the season on a high. So we've just got to be, heightening our senses a little bit more. And then this is, what a way to finish the season for one team and heartbreak for another. But we've got this for a goal. So they're all fighting around. Here we are. You can see, I know he's got a shorter throw, so I'm not in as far deep as the other ones. Everyone's going for it now. You've got to be heightened. I've told him to get up. They keep battling. Good. Great ball across. Here I am. I've got perfect view in case a challenge comes in. He's fallen on the floor. Ball's gone over the line. Mayhem. What a celebration, by the way. There are no complaints from the defending team. This guy was like, "Are you going to give a foul today?" I was like, "No," basically. But he was quite nice about it, so that's great. So in the grand scheme of things, it went well. So that's been the footage side of things. Some development, some great things. A great way to end the season for me. I'm delighted with how it went. It's just about pushing forward, and I know I've got the cup final in a couple of weeks to look forward to, and closing the season on a high. But this is another almost not perfect end to the season, but a really nice way to go out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I still get a bit nervous about the games, which is nice. It's just about pushing forward, and hopefully I can referee at that level permanently. This is my third Ishmael League game of the season. I think I've handled it well. There's not been a game where I thought I was out of my depth. The whole thing with Horsham last week, there were 500 people here. You get used to refereeing in front of those crowds, and you really enjoy the atmosphere. Everyone seemed happy after the game. Everyone was in a great mood, and you just hope that you can continue this momentum, really, and hopefully I can bring it into the final. But yeah, that's been the analysis session of the vlog. I've thoroughly enjoyed the game. I thought if there's one thing that's stuck through me this season, which I will review at the end of the year, it's this middle of the park positioning. But advantages have been good, man, management's been good. So, pretty happy with everything. So that's been the end of this analysis session. I look forward to speaking to you guys later in the vlog to close it off, because we have one more game of the season, and that is a cup final. So let's bring it. Okay, so that is it for the Burgess Hill vlog. Closed it all off, happy with it. We have one more game to go, and that is the cup final. So the regular season for me is done, just like it is for a lot of people. The playoffs are happening this Saturday coming, but I haven't got one. I've closed it off. I wanted a week off before the final. The finals. I wanted the Saturday off, the finals on Monday. So we've got about 8 to 9 days before the final. I'm looking forward to it. It's just about keeping this momentum going from another great game. We go again. So join me for one more match day vlog this season, and we'll do it again all over next season. But one more to go. Cup final. I will see you guys there, and I will see you at the next REFSIX weekly vlog. See ya.